Hello and welcome to this tutorial where we will be building loops in Kinesis API. First of all, as usual, ensure that you have a running Kinesis API instance available or consider using the demo instance. First, we will be creating a new project which we will be calling creators. And for the description, you can set anything you like. And the API path will be /creators. Create a new collection with the same name and put anything you like for the description. In the collection, we will be creating two structures to represent the data that will be stored here. The first one will be species. The type will be text and it should be unique and required. The second one will be is a pet. The ID will be is_pet. The type will be boolean. And that's it. Next, head over to data. In the creators project and the creators collection, we'll be creating some data objects to represent some sample data for our route later on. The first one will be a dog. The species is dog as well. And a dog is a pet typically. Next, we'll make a cat. And it's a pet as well. Next, we can add something like a scorpion. And they are not typically used as pets, so we won't check this box. We can also add a kangaroo. Which is not typically a pet. And finally, we can create a last one, such as a hamster, which are typically pets. Feel free to create more data objects as per your liking. Now, head over to routes. Under the creators project, we'll be creating a new route, which we will be calling fetch creatures. The API path will be /fetch. The route method will be get. The JWT authentication is not required. For the URL parameter section, we will be setting the delimiter to ampersand, and we will be adding one parameter that we will call pet, and which will be a boolean. Now to build out the actual logic, first add a fetch block. The local name will be _all creatures and the reference collection will be creatures. Next, add a property block. The local name will be _all creatures length. The data will reference an array named all creatures, and the property apply will be length. Now we will add an assignment block that we will call _found creatures, and we will just be initializing it with a new array, which we can do by adding a new operation with one operand. The data won't be a reference, but it will be an array. Nothing should be put into data to initialize an empty one, and the operation type will be none. Now add a loop block. The local name will be index. The start won't be a reference, but it will be an integer type with a value of 0. As for end, it will be a reference to an integer. that is underscore found creatures length. Step doesn't need to be filled in, and none of those checkboxes need to be checked. Now add a property block. The local name will be underscore creature. The data will reference an array named underscore all creatures. The property apply will be get index and additional will be index. Add another property block. The local name will be underscore species. The data will reference an other named underscore creature. The property apply will be get property, additional will be species. Add yet another property block. The property apply will again be get property, except now we will get the is pet property. So local name will be underscore is pet. The data will be again a reference to an other named underscore creature. We are nearly there. We will add an assignment block. The local name will be underscore found creatures. We will add one condition with two operands. Both of them will be references and both of them will be booleans. One will be underscore is pet. The other one will be pet, which we get from the URL parameters. The condition type will be equal to. And we will add one operation with two operands. Both of them will be references. The first one will be an array. And the data will be underscore found creatures. The second one will set it to array as well, except the data will be underscore species. And the operation type will be addition. Now add an end loop block. The local name will be index. And finally just add a return block. Add one object pair. The ID will be creatures. The data will be a reference to an array named underscore found creatures. Save the route. Now, finally, we need to test our routes, so head over to Playground. Go to the creatures project, and we will test the fetch creatures route. We will set the pet URL parameter to true. Then click on send, and we should get a list of creatures that are typically considered as pets returned. If we set pet to false, we should get the opposite returned. Congratulations on completing this tutorial. There's still more to do if you want to attempt some more challenges, such as maybe adding some more properties or structures to the creatures collection and performing some more complex filtering based on some more URL parameters supplied by the user. There are more tutorials available for you to try out. And please note that Kinesis API is constantly evolving, and some of those processes will become even easier as time goes by. Do consider giving us some feedback by reaching out by email or via our issues tracker if you have any feedback to offer. Thank you.